No, not really. I'm just, doing everything the same, honestly. Like, I generally can't put my finger on what it is. I feel like I'm playing with a lot of confidence at the moment. I feel fit. And yeah, I just feel like, I think the Jack that I certainly know. And I'm just really enjoying my football at the moment. So hopefully it can continue. Yeah, obviously it's always nice, to play a lot of games in a row, and I've done that. I think obviously I didn't start the other night because it was a cup game, and I'd started so much before that. But yeah, I just feel like really obviously fit at the moment, like I says, and playing with a lot of confidence, and like you says, it's always nice to have that rhythm, and I'm playing a lot because it helps with your fitness. So yeah, like I said, really enjoying it, and hopefully it can continue. No, I couldn't care less. It don't really mean anything to me. People say like, is it a lot on your shoulders and stuff like this? But it's not at all. I generally don't read into anything like that. I completely forgot actually that was the case, until you said. So no, it don't really bother me. No, listen, I just think it's part of the game. In the position that we play in. You're going to get kicked. Defenders are going to try and rattle you, and listen, our players do it to other attackers sometimes. I just think it's part of the game, and if you're getting kicked, I think you're doing something right, and as long as I'm helping the team, I'll continue to do that. And like I said, there's times where I want to stay on my feet, and like carry on with attacks, because that's the way the team want to play, on the front foot, and playing with a tempo and an urgency. So sometimes, I do want to stay on my feet more and try and ride challenges. But then there's sometimes, where you can't really help it, and defenders bring you down. But listen, I just think it's part of the game. And you mentioned Bukayo. I think he'd say the same. No, listen, I think they've got a brilliant team. Bukayo and Gabby, Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard, they've got so many good attacking players, and then they're also so strong in defence as well. So it's no real surprise. I think, like I said, they've got a brilliant team. They've got internationals all over their team. So, they have a lot of experience. But listen, all we can do is concentrate on ourselves, and just keep playing the way we have been playing, and hopefully results will come, and hopefully we can try and catch them up. Listen, he's like he says. Then I've said it in many interviews before. He's an unbelievable manager, and some of the tactics he comes up with sometimes are just frightening, and you think how has he even come up with that? But listen, he does so much for us as players, gives us so many options on the pitch. You wouldn't even be able to imagine, the stuff that he does, the stuff that he does in team meetings, with the ball, without the ball. And like I said, he gives us so many options for when we get onto the pitch. He obviously gives me so many options, when I have the ball, tells me what to do, when I don't have it. But yeah, I probably won't go into too much detail, because obviously it's our tactics, so I don't want to give away what I've been doing.
He predicts the opponent, he predicts the game, and the way it's going to pan out.
Yeah, because obviously he watches a lot of games from the opposition, so he works out how's best to beat them. So he's a brilliant manager. Yeah, obviously me and Erling have a great relationship off the field. We get on really well, and I think we can continue that onto the pitch. Like you said, I've only actually assisted him twice this year. This season. Obviously, I'd like to do it more.
It's not enough, is it?
You could say so. But listen, I obviously want to assist everyone. It's not just about me and Erling, as long as I'm getting assists for other players, which, recently I feel like I've been doing. It's not just about me, Erling, or Kev, or anyone in particular. It's about us as a team, and, whatever we can do to help the team, we will do. Yeah, I actually well, do you know what? I don't know too much about it, but obviously, like the big fights and stuff, I always watch. Like I'll be watching obviously John Jones this weekend. Obviously, I know from Khabib from the times when he fought against McGregor. So yeah, like the main fights I do look out for and I do watch. Would I? Yeah, if he don't get me an assist by the end of the season, then yeah, I reckon it could be on. Nothing. I didn't even know actually until yesterday when he reposted it on Instagram. So I'll see him today. I might congratulate him. I'll see how I'm feeling. No, he's a brilliant guy, man. Honestly, he's one of the nicest guys that I've met in football. You know, he don't have one bad bone in his body. He's honestly such a lovely guy. And listen, he's someone that I get on really well with actually, like on and off the pitch. And even when he's playing, you know, I think he's so strong defensively. I think he's been unbelievable this season. I think one of our best players and one of our standout players. I think a lot of City fans would say that also. But yeah, he works so hard every day on the training field, and he's been playing a lot as well. And I think that shows why, you know, because of how well he's been playing. Yeah, of course, because like I said, you know, he's so good defensively. You know, when he gets the ball, he just gives it to me all the time. And that's what you want, you know, as a winger. You want your fullback just to keep feeding you. But then also, you know, when I'm tracking back and stuff, you feel so safe with Nath behind you. So, yeah, no, he's a great guy. And honestly, I'm so happy for him because of, like I said, you know, the person that he is. He's a lovely guy and he's so loved by everyone in the changing room. Yeah, no, I've heard so many different stuff about this. I think some people have made a lot of stuff up, but yeah, no, that's right. They one season, like when I was like under 16s or 17s, we had to wear. Obviously nowadays, when you're in the first team, you just wear small like white socks in training. But back then, yeah, you had to wear long socks, and they kept shrinking, and then they wouldn't go over my calf. So I wore them down in training, and then that season I trained and played really well, and then I just started wearing them like that in matches, and I've kept it ever since. Listen, here there's so many good players. I wouldn't actually be able to name one player that's you know the most valuable, because you know I think we're a great team, and we all work so well together, and we'd be nothing, you know, without each other. So we have great team chemistry here. Everyone gets on so well. I'll let you decide who you think the most valuable player is, but I'm sure I could guess who you'd say. But yeah, listen, we have so many good players, and we just enjoy playing with each other. So hopefully we can continue that and keep putting on good performances.
Ya que nos encontraste, no olvides suscribirte a nuestra página para disfrutar de las mejores jugadas de la Premier League, lo más destacado de las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara y todas las novedades del mundo del deporte. Te esperamos.